Hello, it's Ian Gordon. I've been discussing the long wave cycle, and in this segment I just want to wrap up the discussion of the long wave. What my understanding of this long wave cycle, and I essentially developed the cycle from the time that Nikolai Kondratiev, the Russian economist, had formulated his thesis here in the mid-1920s. I've developed the cycle all the way beyond that. And what this has allowed me to do is accurately pinpoint where we are in the cycle and make predictions as to where we're going to go and what are the best investments that we can make in this at any particular time in this cycle. So as we discussed earlier, we know that we're now in the winter of the cycle. We know we're in the deflationary depression stage of the cycle. And how do we know that? We know that from that stock market peak here in January 2000 and on the Dow, and in March of 2000 on the NASDAQ. All the speculation in the market was taken out of the system there. The dot-com bubble burst during that stage. So we know that that peak, just as we know at that peak that the big bear market, the winter bear market, was going to begin, and that would take us into the winter and the deflationary depression stage of the cycle. Similarly, because we knew when I started to formulate my thesis on the long wave in the 1998, I was pretty convinced. I knew we were in this big bull market, which was akin to this bull market or akin to that one or even this one. I knew we were running towards the end. We could see the massive speculation that was occurring in the tech stocks, and particularly in the dot-com stocks, so that was a big sign to me that we were coming towards the end of the cycle. So at that time, I knew that what would happen when that big bull market peaked, that we would go into a big bull market for gold, because gold it always does very well when stocks do very poorly, and also does very well when people are frightened about the economy and are frightened about the financial system. And the thing about the winter of the cycle is that people get very frightened about both the economy. Unemployment starts to rise quite dramatically, and also they get very frightened about the financial system itself. Banks fail, the creditors fail, the debtors fail during this period. So people move to gold during this time. And so what I was able to do was move myself 100% to gold and gold stocks in 1999. And we can see what happens here with Homestake. It rises quite substantially during this period. Or right now, this would be Barrick. And so this will continue to rise as the stock market begins its fall down to its real bear market bottom, which we believe for the Dow or for the S&P here, which we're showing here, would be around about 100 points. Thank you very much.